Okay. So, from your perspective as a podcaster and media personality, what separates artists who get attention from those who get overlooked?
I'm gonna go with work ethic again. You really, with the internet age, you really, I don't want to say you gotta, because I was watching this clip. I don't, you know who Ryan is? He, I believe his name is Ryan. And he's, I believe, a manager in the game. I know he got some solid advice sometimes. Sometimes I don't agree with what he says, but it's pretty solid for the most part. But I saw this clip and he was like, for the artist, in order for the artist to pop, you kind of got to monkey around basically.
Right.
And I just think, for the artists who do typically monkey around, they were chasing a certain type of success. That particular success that they were chasing requires you to monkey around.
Right.
A lot of people, the more independent route, they're not monkeying around.
Right.
They for real about their craft. They're heavy on building their audience and giving their audience quality them.
Right.
Whereas the other artists who tend to just kind of monkey around, we see where that really gets them. And really, it gets you probably one or two hits, and then you a throwaway, or you doing something strange for a little piece of change.
Right.
So that's facts.
So, you deal with artists directly. What
Mm.
is one mistake you see artists making when they approach platforms for interviews or opportunities?
Mm. I'm gonna ask you to repeat that just one more time. What mistakes do I see?
What mistakes do they make as far as when they approach, like if somebody wants to get an interview from you? Like I know I get harassed all the time, like, can we do an interview, can we do an interview? I don't even know who you are. What kind of advice would you give for somebody that's looking for an opportunity to be on the
To,
premiere
to
drop or to get your attention?
to link up. Just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And be respectful. Be kind. When I used to tell my sister all the time, like, this person just hopped in the inbox and didn't even say good morning, no salutation, just
Right.
sometimes they don't even say words. They'll just drop a link. You be
Right.
like, what I'm supposed to do with this?
Right.
So yeah, just I'm approachable. You want me to tap in, just let me know. And if I can tap in, I will take a gander. When I tell you I'm gonna take a gander, I take a gander.
Right.
So it might not be right then and there, but it ain't gonna be like a month or so. But I also keep it real and let you know if you came correct. I
Right.
also let you know if I can even tap into it at that moment. It might not be a good moment because I might not have my full listening ear on.
Right.
And I really want to give your stuff a fair shake, but I
Right.
might already be encapsulated with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I got to get that done. So,
Right.
I try to communicate that with those who would like to share my platform as well. But I just be you, will vibe, and don't be too aggressive. That's a little, now you don't put me in a headlock. I'm in some type of weird stance, and
Right. Right.
it can that can be overwhelming. But yeah, just be you, vibe out. I definitely will take a gander, and when it's time to link, we'll link.
Right. And
What about you? What about you?
I like to remind people to be persistent, but at the same time, not overly aggressive. Because there are people that have come to me and like you said, maybe you're not in the right mind to receive what they're sending. And like 3 or 4 months later, I was like, man, I love this guy. And I heard it a couple of months ago. I wasn't ready for it. Some of the artists
Mhm.
that I really support, I
Mhm.
wasn't crazy about it when I first heard them, but maybe I had something on my mind. I was going through something. So I
Mhm.
tell people to be persistent because I wouldn't have finally got there if you didn't keep sending things. But
Right.
don't be aggressive like people. I don't even want to talk about the stuff I go.
Listen. I hear you. I
Right,
hear you. Because when I told that brother that I wasn't going to be able to listen to his music at that moment, he got a
right,
little spicy.
right,
He got a little spicy. And I had to kind of, and then, I didn't match his energy, but
right,
I did, sternly let him know, like, listen, don't you want your music to have a fair shake?
right,
That would be I don't want nobody to do that to me. I'm letting you know, hey, I will give you a shot. Just give me a moment. But at this moment, I'm not able to take a gander. And then you what if I'm
right,
free? What if I got done with whatever I was doing early and now I can tap in?
right,
You done got snippy and so yeah, that could be a little cringeworthy, but it's all good. For the most part, it's all love, really genuine
right.
love.
Right, and that's I know from experience because I've been through waves of hip hop. I've been through generations.
Hmm.
A lot of what gets you across is you just being likable. You know, a lot of people are into music or whatever for their daddy issues, or they want the opportunity to be the big shot or whatever. So they think being an asshole is a good thing, and it's not. If if that person giving you trying that has that opportunity for you doesn't like you, he's not gonna give you that opportunity.
Right, right, right. That's why I said you got to vibe.
Right,
Everybody that I've come in contact with, there's some people that I've come in contact with, and I'm like, But for the most part, I've been blessed to meet some really, really dope, authentic people, and I just keep meeting them. So please continue to let our spirits align where positivity and creativity continues to blossom around me. Amen.
right, 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 right.